Republicans are ready to wreck the U.S. economy unless President Biden agrees to devastating cuts to Social Security and Medicare.
If we really want to talk about the debt and spending, it's the entitlements program.
For what reason the age of retirement?
You know, that's interesting that you asked that question. People come up to me, they actually want to work on it.
Democrats were elected on the promise that they would defend Social Security against Republican attacks. Now is the moment of truth. Here's what they must do to stand strong and protect the ability of all Americans to retire. Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy has announced that he will hold the must-pass legislation to raise the debt ceiling hostage. So has Senator John Thune, the second-ranking Republican leader in the Senate. What is the ransom they are demanding? Cuts to Social Security and Medicare. To be clear, the debt ceiling legislation is not about new spending. It's about paying our bills. Failure to raise the debt limit will not only wreck the nation's economy, it will wreck the economy of the world. The only way that Democrats can win this game of chicken is if they stay united and do not blink. Not only must they refuse to cut Social Security, they must refuse to create a mechanism to cut Social Security down the road. This includes voting against the creation of a so-called commission, which will attempt to cut Social Security behind closed doors as it did 10 years ago. Standing firm should not be hard. Even Donald Trump knows cutting Social Security and Medicare is a loser for Republicans.
Under no circumstances should Republicans vote to cut a single penny from Medicare or Social Security. Save Social Security. Don't destroy it.
Here is the pledge we want every member of Congress to sign. I promise to never vote to cut Social Security or Medicare under any circumstances. We will keep a running list of who is signed, who is equivocating, and who is refusing, who is dodging us, and who is a true supporter. We ask everyone who cares about Social Security to demand with us that their representatives and senators sign. Expanding Social Security without cuts while requiring the wealthiest to pay their fair share is profoundly wise policy. Social Security is strikingly superior to its private sector counterparts. It is more secure, efficient, universal, and fair. Its one shortcoming is that its benefits are too low. The nation is facing a retirement income crisis, where too many of today's workers will never be able to retire and maintain their standards of living unless Social Security is expanded, not cut. Expanding Social Security with no cuts represents the will of the overwhelming majority of Americans. As polarized as we are over many issues, we are united in support for Social Security and our strong opposition to cuts. Standing with the overwhelming majority of the American people against all cuts to Social Security and Medicare should be the easiest promise any politician can make. So let's make them promise.